Welcome to Glorious Life on Wheels, Out and About. Usually I interview and do tours with individuals who are already living a nomad existence. But today's video is different. I'm interviewing a 78-year-old gentleman who hasn't yet moved into a vehicle, but may be forced to do so in the near future with his 78-year-old wife. This is yet another example of how rising rents are having a dramatic impact on seniors. So come on, let's find out what's happening with Hank and his wife. Well, hello, Hank. I happened to meet you because I came over here to speak to the pastor here at your church about coming over to a city council meeting to offer some support on getting a safe parking lot. And you were the first person I encountered, and I was telling you that I came over to talk to the pastor because you were a greeter, and we got to chatting as to why I wanted to talk to the pastor, and you told me, well, you're going to be in that same boat. You're going to be living in a vehicle in 2 weeks. Is that correct?
Yes, by the end of this month. It's a little over 2 weeks, 18 days I've got.
So basically, what happened is you were telling me that your landlord sold the property?
Is selling the property.
Okay. And she gave you said 60 days to get out?
She gave us 60 days, and we have been hunting. Now we're 3 months over that 60 days, and at the end of that 60 days, she jacked our rent from 15 to 2,000. And my wife's been paying it. I told her, you don't pay that. Just tell her, because now we have no moving money.
So basically, you have been looking, and you were telling me you've been looking how far out?
I have looked as far as Hemet, Riverside, Arizona, over to Blythe. You know, the wife says she will not really go to Blythe and some of those places. I mean, the average temperature runs 100 and something degrees, 115 degrees in the summer.
So I can understand at 78 why she wouldn't want to live in that kind of temperature in the summer.
You're exactly right. And we both have our health problems. We would like to be, we're use the military thing, so we would like to be someplace close to a military health facility. I'm a diabetic, and she's asthmatic and has blood pressure problems and several other things.
So you were telling me that you looked out over 250 miles out, not going to Blythe.
Right.
And you
Arizona,
were finding
Nevada.
And you were finding the rents were what?
Well, I called around and they were advertised online, some senior, what do they call it? Affordable housing for seniors. And I called on that, and what I found was in San Diego they have a studio apartment for $26.50 a month.
And that was affordable housing?
That's supposed to be affordable housing. I don't know who that is, Howard Hughes or what,
But
certainly not affordable to us.
So when
I was in school, they taught economics. When I went to school, they don't teach things like that in high school anymore. They said 25% of your income should cover your housing. You shouldn't pay more than that. Well, nowadays it's up to where you're paying 30 to 40 to 50% of your income for housing. But $2,600 is quite a chunk for two retired people living on Social Security and a couple of small pensions.
Now, you were telling me you're going to be moving into your truck probably.
There's a real good possibility I may be living out of back of my F-150.
Now, you're also looking for a schoolie, right?
Yes.
Because I had told you if you find a schoolie, a friend of mine, someone I recently actually interviewed, Debbie from Lady Debbie S. Van Life, I talked to her and we decided that if you find a schoolie, we will donate our time, not every day, but we will donate some time to help you build it out. And we might even try and call some people around to see if we can't do a weekend build party. But you're looking right now, but the problem is trying to get a loan.
get a loan, and if I get it, I still need a place to park it where I can run a generator all day to work on it. You know, you got to remove all the seats, and you got to do a lot of insulation, painting, and cleaning and all to get it started. You don't want to just go in there and have it rust out from underneath you. You got to prime it and clean it up and get it ready to go.
So you had said you had asked about parking perhaps on your church parking lot, but that wasn't an option.
No, that's not available.
All right.
That was a negative.
Okay. So, well, you know what? I'd like to take a look and go see the truck that you're looking at maybe moving into. Would you mind showing us that?
No, it's parked right over there.
Okay, well, let's go on over there and see what it looks like. So this is your truck?
This is my truck.
And you were telling me you can fit a queen size bed in there?
I have to build it up a little bit, but I put some 2x in here and plywood over platform. I can lay a queen bed inside here and stuck everything I own or I want to keep with me underneath it.
Okay. And how long do you think that would take you to build that?
A couple of days.
Okay. All right, let me go look. And this is, what year truck is this?
1986.
A 1986? And how many miles does it have on it?
I don't know. The speedometer has been replaced.
Oh, okay, so you don't know how many miles.
It's a
But
1986 truck. I bought it from a garage on a lien sale.
okay.
And in 2002, and they put a new engine in it in 2002 when I bought it.
Okay. So let me see the front of it. So you would you put a refrigerator or something in the front?
Cooler.
A cooler?
Yeah.
Now, have you lived in a vehicle before, Hank?
I've lived in this one for a week.
Did you?
Went on a fishing trip in Mexico years ago, but the thing was, you don't move it. You down there, you have I have an awning thing that we can put out this way and set up beside it. And it's like camping out, but you can't tear that down every day and move it and do anything.
So there is a lot, I was telling you about, there is a lot where something this size can park overnight, but you don't have anywhere where you could park permanently right now.
Right.
Okay, well, let me look inside here. So basically, you would put your refrigerator in here. Now, how does your wife feel about moving into this?
She doesn't like the idea. Does not like it at all.
So do you think she's going to move into it, or?
Right now, I don't know.
Okay. Now, your wife does have children, but you're saying that one of them has 6 kids, so he can't.
Well, he has 8. He has 6 still at home.
And her daughter has 2 of her children and their families.
Children.
So there's not really an option with other family members too.
No.
So if you get the Schoolie, how do you plan to build it out? Do you have any idea? You were telling me you have some construction experience.
Yes, I have enough experience to where I can build it out, and I've bought enough books and done enough reading to where it's not going to be that big a deal. I've been an equipment repairman for 30, 40 years, and I've got all the tools that I need to do it. It's just I need a place, I need a spot to park it.
Let me ask you this. I know this is probably a foolish question, but I'm still going to ask. How do you feel at this point in your life at 78, looking at the prospect of moving into a Schoolie?
It's going to be a ton of work for me at my age to get it done. But once I get it done, I think I'll be all right. I kept saying years ago that I had read a thing that a lot of people financially at 65 were better off when they were 18 years old. And I never wanted to be that way. And here it is by circumstances and things. I lost a business, I lost a house and everything because of some bad decisions I made and some people I trusted. So now I'm like that guy. It's up to retirement and everything else. I was better off financially at 18 than I am now.
But I'm listening to you, but I don't hear a lot of bitterness or anger.
Why? It's not going to do you any good.
And that's actually, I'm
Hey, the
surprised.
Lord's going to take care of me one way or another.
Okay. And your wife, I'd asked for your wife to come, but your wife is home packing and she was not of a mind to be on camera. So,
That's
but you know what? We're going to follow your story. And if you get that schoolie, well, Debbie and I, so it'll be the senior patrol, you your late 70s, me in my late 60s, and Debbie in her early 60s, seeing about building this out. This could be, this, I'll say, I'm not even going to say what I was going to say, but this will be quite an adventure, I think.
oh, yeah.
And, but you said you had some electrical, you used to be in a business that you had some electrical and carpentry skills.
Yes, I was a dental equipment sales and service, and we worked with electric, plumbing, hydraulics, oil, air, electrical stuff, electronics. We fixed x-ray machines, all of that stuff. So.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't know squat. I mean, I've watched thousands of videos on van builds, but saying that because I watch those, I'm an expert builder would be like saying because I'm sitting in a garage, I'm a car. But but we're gonna help you if you get this, and I will keep our Glowbies. I will keep Glowbies informed of what happens with Hank and his wife. So until next time, see you later, Glowbies. Thanks so much, Hank. Bye-bye.